Hello Cassidy, I'd like to purchase your vacant Burger King in Kansas City, Missouri. I've seen this one a couple different times crossing the wire. My friend, my partner, Mark has been calling you numerous times about this building over time. I've talked to you about this one in the past. I talked to you about the Anytime Fitness vacant Quiznos that you had up for sale in the past. I talked to a previous broker that was trying to sell this property in the past as well. I've followed this one for a while. I like it because it's a newer era Burger King, 2017. It's not that old, and it's just sitting there vacant and it needs a new tenant. My name's Luke Smith, and I'm passionate about doing real estate deals. I've bought and sold land all across the country. Somewhere along the way, working my way up through smaller dollar properties into better properties and higher quality properties, I started getting into high traffic retail properties. Properties like the land that is underneath this Burger King or underneath a couple shops that are next door. Properties where you can usually see a McDonald's out front or other fast food restaurants that are right there. Lots of cars going by. Those kinds of properties take a lot of data to figure out. If the data tells me who's there, who's doing business, how much they're doing, who's coming, who's going, where are they shopping, and what shops are missing. If those people with those educations and those demographics are shopping at these shops, they're usually shopping at other shops that are missing here. Looking at this one and looking at a couple exits up and down the freeway from here and seeing where those people are also shopping around town but are not able to shop here because the brand is missing, I would like to reach out to those brands and tell them about this shop and show them the shop and offer them the money to resurface this shop, change the color, change the layout, put it into their brand, let them run with it and collect rent from them from there. As a part of this offer, I'm asking for some time. I'm asking for some time to reach out to those other people that are missing here, those brands that are missing here. I've done deals with lots of them. I've worked with lots of them. I can contact them pretty fast and tell them about this building and offer them the finance to make it happen. The time I'm asking for takes some time to work out the details with them, to work out the timeline, to work out how much money they need to resurface this shop, get it into their brand, and make it theirs, and to have the right franchisee lined up to actually do it. That's why I'm asking for some time in this offer. As part of trading high traffic retail properties, I've sold lots of properties with brokers and sold them through auctions. I've sold them in all kinds of different social media settings, and you can look me up in a lot of the different social media and see my sales pitches on a lot of different properties I've worked on over time. But when I started getting into high traffic retail properties, I hit a brick wall. They were really hard to sell. They were really hard to find people to use these properties that wanted to take off with them. They're not like typical real estate. They're immensely data-driven decision that happens with high traffic retail. All the different data sets have been getting better. The access to that data has been getting better over time. As it's been happening, I believe I've got a better competitive advantage using those data sets to make these properties happen. But it took me a while playing with those data sets and creating my own data sets before I could start finding the people that actually buy these properties. And the ones that buy them are usually investors that buy the property based on the tenant and the credit rating of the tenant that's using that building, that's using that land, that's using that real estate and agreeing to pay rent going forward for a really long time. Shy of having that tenant, it's very hard to sell these kinds of buildings for a good price. You can go look at the auctions. I've sold lots of these different properties in auctions like the Crexy auctions or the 10X auctions. You can see buildings like this going for 500 grand, 400 grand, maybe even 300 something. I think with the traffic and things here in the auctions, it's more of in the 400s kinds of numbers before it really clicks over in the auctions. That's a cash price. That's what people pay for these buildings at a 30-day close, a quick close, and they take off with it and then they go figure it out later. They're taking a bet that they can find a tenant or they know who the tenant is that'll use this building. I'm not that guy. I'm asking for some time. I'm offering a higher price. I'm offering what you're asking for this property, but I'm asking for some time to go work with those tenants to make it work, to get one of them to say, yes, Luke, I agree with your numbers. I agree with your data. I believe you. I see what you're saying. And thank you for offering to fix the shop up for me. Now I can do it. And now I could rent this and I would love to go here. And that's why I'm asking for some time in the purchase of this property. So please take a look at my offer, take a look at the proof of funds, and feel free to ask questions. I'm here to answer questions and talk about whatever it is you want to know. Please feel free to ask. I'm an open book, Luke Smith. You can look me up all over the internet in lots of different ways. You can look me up in the county records. You can look me up and people have bought and sold to me in lots of different ways. Okay, so if you're interested, please take a look at my offer and get back to me. Hope to hear back from you soon. if somebody else is watching this video, or if you want to learn more about finding tenants for these kinds of properties. I also have a little community that I work on. It's free and you can join this community. There's a link in the description below to talk about these kinds of deals, talk about finding tenants for these kinds of deals and working on deals to impregnate these kinds of properties, to get them full, to get them paying rent, to bring them back around into business. If you're interested in that kind of real estate, please follow the link in the description below. I do a lot of free question and answer kinds of deals, as well as back and forth on the website. You can read other comments and ask me questions about different deals or your deals or other deals or whatever it is you're working on. I learn by helping and teaching, and if you're interested in that, please follow the link back and hope to see you there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith of ruralvacantland.com. Hope to hear back from you soon. Thanks. Bye.